Hey everybody, it's been a while. It's December 15th. Thought I would do a quick update video to kind of show you where I am and what I am currently working on. This is just the book that I'm using. I really like these books here. The Campus Notebook 100 sheet is a really nice notebook that doesn't fall apart. So this is the level I am currently working on, the 5th level, and I am 100 and some pages in. I am 120 some characters in. So the first page, I didn't know what I was going to do, so there is a lot of mistakes and I fight it out a lot. But this is just the start, so this is just the first page, so I wasn't sure how I was going to lay it out. And then I finally decided here. So it's simple layout. So I just have the kanji, the readings, the strokes, the radical, and then the stroke, order, and then the kind of like the definitions of what this kanji can possibly mean or represent. And then I have examples. So that is the outline for each page. I try to only write down the most common words, but there are a lot of uncommon words, just words I thought that sounded interesting, but may not be very common. So this is how I am currently doing my kanji. So pretty simple. And I just kind of marked one that has like very common words that I would need to use and reference. So I just marked it with a flag. And sometimes they have sayings, so if they're interesting, then I will write down the information I find on the dictionary online. And then I use the outline here as a bookmark. This is the practice notebook, so I have been working on that as well. So this is the one I did today. It's the 15th. And so I just did the one that is usually has to do with a lot of words that include offices and officials. So there's that one, and then the one that had to do with writing, the verb here, to write and to publish. It's kind of a good one to remember because all the words kind of relate to that one definition. So here it is in the first one. So October the 15th. Is when I started that one. So these are pretty just simple. It just gives you extra writing practice. It came with the book, so I figured I would go ahead and do it. So I've been trying to consistently do 2 kanji every day. So one on, 2 pages like that. There is 181 kanji. I guess I'm 125 in. So I have all of them marked at the top here, just so that I can kind of keep track and make sure I don't accidentally skip one. I don't think that would happen, but that's the last one there. So that's my practice notebook for my kanji. So I work on that every day. I've also been working on a few flashcards. These are the words that come from the Speedmaster book. So I don't have that out at the moment. I'll show you it. This is the box that I use for my kanji. So when I'm traveling, then I have everything I need right there. This one was just going to be a random notebook. And I didn't really have any type of topic for this notebook. So instead I decided to put numbers and bullet what I'm writing inside the book. I don't think there's going to be anything else in the book. I don't know yet. But, so I just called it Majito. So it's just like a freedom book. I can write whatever I want. The first part is news articles. And these are from Satori Reader. This was just me practicing. This was just me testing my highlighters. So I have quite a few highlighters because I wanted to see how they reacted with pencil. And then I found out, you know, the Tombow is the best one to use with pencil. Okay. So I use this with my Satori Reader. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. I'll show you Satori Reader in a little bit. So this is the first one. This really helps with practicing translations. So this is just the first time I tried it here. And I kind of change how I do it throughout as I do more and more. I change how I write my notes. And it became easier just to translate after I have written the kanji down, or the actual news story down. So, and I'm just using the Staji key to keep the graphite from smudging. So there's that one. It's the last one I did in pencil. I still do my other practice, my other readers in pencil, but this one I'm going to start doing in pen. So this is how I currently do it. So this one was done just 5 days ago. So you write it out, and then they give you notes for the words, you know, you need help with. So you can translate it. And I have notes down here that correspond with the numbers in here. And then translate it. So this is the last one I did, 14, so I did it yesterday. So there's that, and I'm going to be working on the next one today. And then here in the back, let's see. So this one here, yeah. So this one's also a Satori. This one is also the Satori Reader. It's the hospital dialogues. I think there's 15 of them currently. So it just gives you a dialogue, and then you can break it down. So the vocabulary and the grammar and everything is just, you know, it's very useful, especially since I want to be able to read novels. This just helps me a lot with translations, especially when they have shortened versions of certain grammar points. It's always nice to see examples of those. So it's pretty simple. Just something I've been working on. I'm trying to translate at least every day. I want to translate. I want to do at least 30 minutes of reading every day. It's kind of hard to fit that in, especially now at the end of the year. It's so busy, and I don't want to stay up too late because it's just really stressful and you need sleep. So, sorry about the cat hair. So that's the last one. Yeah, so I'm working on that one, number 15. And this is the onomatopoeia section. I've been trying to memorize onomatopoeia. I have like a lot written down on a Word document. So I need to start doing some flashcards or something. That's really the only way I'll be able to get them memorized. These ones I'm not too worried about so much. At least these ones I kind of need to memorize some of those. These ones, especially the conditions, I do want to learn more of those. So you can see the list is not complete yet. These ones are important when talking, when making dialogue. These ones are really good to know. And some more. Oh, and I have it at the top what each one means. So you have Giongo, Gitaigo, Giyogo, Gijogo. So I'm missing one. And Giseigo. So, and then the last one's a song, but obviously I have not finished it yet. So that is this one here. So it's just a plain notebook. So my room has changed a little bit. Sorry, I have a heater on at the moment because it's freezing outside. So I put some pictures up. Oops. We have my alien poster, my Detective Pikachu poster, just some pictures, random pictures, and still have my Shoto and everything. So got more of these. Top one here has flashcards, and then my grammar and such. My notebooks, my reading books, and everything has been moved over here from this side, which you guys saw last time. So this is my main area right here. So I just have the blank flashcards, which I'm gonna move. And then these are the ones I use mostly. So this is the one I want to show you. Satori Reader, Asano Bokusho. But this is the one that I do my stories from Satori Reader. So I have it on the side. Have my Sajiki in here somewhere. I use pencil on this one, so I gotta be careful not to smudge it too much. So they give you like, each one is a page. So this would be 2 pages. So I usually do 2, sometimes 3. This is Kona no Daiboken. So Kona's great adventure. So they give you obviously the story, and then I translate it over here, and then all of the little notes here correspond with these here. So the Satori Reader is very detailed with each reading that you do. And that one I did 3. I just try not to go over, you know, because I want everything to be on one page. I don't want to have to write anything on the next page. So this last, not really. See, you do get a lot of smudging, so you have to be really careful. It's the lead I use is very dark and soft, so it does tend to smudge. So that's where I am right now. Write it out, write some of the notes, and then I go through and try to translate it myself. And then this is the Kabe no Ana story. I wrote it on in my Smart Binder first, but I'm gonna put it in here. This is where this one will start. The Japanese pod. I actually haven't got that far. These are gonna look really crappy, so I'll warn you. Because I'm going through, so I didn't get that far, so I got to number 13. I'm going through and writing down the notes I don't know, which a lot of the beginner ones I do know, so I'm skipping a whole bunch of notes. Game grammar, I don't think if I have started it, it's not that far, but that's that one. So Pokemon Sun and Moon, and Dobutsu no Mori, once again. Have to rewrite those, because okay, this one I want to save for my collocations, but I don't have the book yet, so I'm hoping to get that at some point. And then these are the Speedmaster. I've been working on vocabulary out of these 2 books. And then this is my clock. So, and then over here, this is just pencils. I use this one mostly. Satori Reader has my pencils and my highlighter that doesn't smudge pencil lead. Pencils, erasers on the other side. I just have my rulers and my graphite. So there. Use that one and the other one the most. This one here is, okay, that one is my Jiuchou pencil case and goes with this, which I haven't worked on too much lately. So here's a picture from my old journal, and then here's a picture of a newspaper. When we went to the Kennedy Space Museum, they had a whole bunch of newspapers in from various countries on the first moon landing. So this was just my Jiuchou. So I was just practicing with the watercolors to see if they would smudge my pens. They smudge these, so I don't use those together. And then I can't remember if I've showed you this, but I have it outlined, but I don't have it done yet. But I've been wanting to make a map. And this one's from Japanese Pod 101. So this one is trees and paper, and then it just talks about recycling. So you see that. But I pretty much just use it to practice my translations. And then this is a semi. I wanted to draw one just because I felt like it. So Eizo Zemi. Kanken books I've been using. This here, you guys have probably seen. Didn't get too damaged. It did get some water damage on it, but this is my 4th grade. Yeah, my 4th grade, because this first part was 3rd grade. So it's actually my 4th grade kanji book. So I just kind of kept it out because I found it. So I just wanted to look back on some of the kanji that I did before. This was how my notes were done before. So that's the first one, Suisetsu. And then we have pretty much all the parts that's in my other notebook that I work on. A lot more examples, and then I had some example sentences in this one as well. So it is a little dirty, but it's not bad. And I remember putting pictures to help me memorize certain ones. But that's what this is. And I'm actually going to redo this book because I want to review it. So I need to get the 7th level last one. So I still need to get the 7th level. So I have a notebook designated for it, which is this book here, but I don't have the Kanken book. So I do want to get that one, number 7. I'm not going to do the other ones. And then there's really nothing in these ones. They're just waiting for me to start working on them. This one I've started writing the kanji in. It's the 6th grade one, which will probably be the next one I work on. And then the 7th. This is my cat's journal. I don't know if I had shown you that. All her appointments and health stuff I keep track, and I write it down in there for her. Clothes. That's not hung up all the way because the hook fell off, so I need to put another one up there still. And I did get a big chair, so it was really nice. What else has changed? Sorry, it's late at night. Ooh, it's dark outside. I don't think much has changed since the last video. pretty much everything is the same. Stuff is still. I'm gonna start keeping track of my insulin on here, so I'm gonna mark it off here. It'll be easier. I have a really bad habit of forgetting to take my morning insulin. Removed my cat's. That's my cat. I moved her smaller cat tree over here by the window. And I have everything all laid out. Her pictures. I have all her toys. There, I have all her toys there. Pictures. And all my DVDs and my brother's DVDs. My brother's stuff. His games. So, kind of just have everything laid out like this. It's really cold, so we have a lot of blankets out at the moment. It's nighttime, so he's sleeping. See what temperature right now. It's 69, so it's not too bad. It's a little chilly and stuff that we're gonna make. So this is how everything is. I guess you haven't seen the table. Was donated to me. It's not too bulky and it's very light. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Not much has changed since the last video. My cat's stuff down here. I found this the other day. It was kind of interesting. It's kind of hidden. Fire safety. We have my calendar. Yeah, pretty much. And that's our recycle bin. So, not much has changed really. Hey everybody, it's December 17th. I just wanted to go over one of the new aspects about me studying for 2020. I wanted to focus a lot more on listening practice versus the reading. I do practice a lot on the reading, much more than I used to. Instead of studying just the grammar straight up, I study readings through using things like Netflix with the Japanese subtitles and the Japanese audio together to study vocabulary. And I also use the Satori Reader, which I can show you right here. Sorry. So this is my iPod. And I have Satori Reader. I don't remember how much it costs. You purchase for, I think, a year, if I remember. I think it's a year subscription. You have Satori Reader right here. And this is what it looks like. Alright, for you to review. I have a lot of them because I read so many different articles and don't spend the time to review. So it gives you the example word, and then it gives you the article, which the context was from, and then it shows the answer, and then also it gives you the reading at the top once you show the answer. And then you just hit miss, hard, and then it tells you exactly when you will see. I am currently reading Hole in Wall, which is Kabe no Ana, and then I'm working on Kono's no Daiboken, and then also this Hospital Dialogues, which is the one you're seeing here, is also one I work on. They break down dialogues and their articles in a lot of detail, a lot. You'll get a lot of practice and information just from reading these articles. They put a lot of work in these articles. So this one is the story, Kona's Big Adventure. Let's see, so you can bookmark, so this gives you the title, and then it breaks down every little bit of each sentence. So it breaks down everything. So I want to know what Konna is, and it tells me the definition, or breaks it down, and it asks if you want to add it to your study list. And then also you can have the audio. If it'll work.
コナの大冒険第1話
A little quiet. Let me turn it up just a little bit. So, pretty much everything gets broken down. You want to know what this is? Ken. You don't know what the word is, it breaks it down for you. I think I've seen something similar for the Kindle reader. I need to look more into that, because that's something I'm definitely interested in. Because this is really nice. It pretty much breaks down anything and everything. Let me see. And see, also they have a lot of really nice extra notes. They put a lot of work into their app. A lot of work. So, and also, like I said, you can, not here, but on the computer, you can save the audio. And then I put it on this iPod here, so I can listen to it while I am on the go. Just seeing if I can pull out any of the words without the actual visual of the reading in front of me. So that's always kind of interesting to see how much I recall. So here's a good example of how this pattern is used. And they give you examples. And then let's try listening to some.
でも小さい方の人間夏美がこの子の眠っている姿がハワイ島の火山の黒い溶岩にそっくりと言って名付けてしまったらしい。
So what I do usually is I will copy the sentence down. I'll break it down. That's what these red notes are for. It's just the words and the information I don't know. Sometimes I have to put them off to the side. And then the blue is the translation. So I'll try my best to translate it myself, but they also translate it right here. So just click on this little arrow at the end, and it translates everything that was just read is right here. So that is that, and then you go to the next article, and this is chapter 2. So, Konna no Daibokken, Dai ni wa. So, if you don't know what it means, click it here, and then you can have it read it for you.
コナの大冒険第2話
And then, of course, the story continues. So, they give you a really good amount of practice just in this alone. And what's really neat is, like I said, you could take this with you and it'll update on all of your apps. Like I have this on my phone that I'm currently recording this on, and this is my iPod, and then it also works just as well on the computer. So that is this. I'm also I also have the Japanese Pod 101 on. I have the app. Obviously, since I have a membership, you also have to pay yearly for this one as well. I downloaded the app on all of my devices. So this one is really neat. I've been playing around a lot with it more recently than I had when I first got this app. So they break down the lessons, and you can switch. Let's see. Oh, this is just all the lessons. So you got absolute beginner. Try to go a little slow. There's the beginner, and then intermediate, advanced, and the share bonus at the bottom. So it's really cool. They have the audio lessons here, the video lessons up here, and then newest ones as well. So they have some really good videos, which you can watch some free on their YouTube page. So if you want to check those out, Japanese Pod 101 is actually where I learned the katakana, the alphabets, and the hiragana. So this is where I started, was with Japanese Pod. So I like at nighttime usually is when I'll use this. I've been listening like to this one here at night, so you can open it up, and then it gives you, if I can get that off the screen. Okay, so it gives you the audio lesson, the bonus, dialogue, review track. So those are all audios, vocabulary, and what's really nice, obviously, is if anything you can get audio. That's always the best option. You need audio so you can hear how it sounds naturally. So audio is definitely something that's really big with the Japanese Pod 101. I do not have the premium, I don't know, the highest membership you can get. So I don't have a teacher. I just have access to all the lessons.
僕はいい子じゃないから帰らなくてもいいんだ
So this is just the dialogue, line by line audio. I don't think that's the dialogue. It looks too short to me, but they give you a lot of extra information on each lesson. You can see the kanji close up, which is kind of pointless for me. I don't really use that part, but the follow along on the transcript here. Whoops. On the transcript, that's the part that I use the most. So you can follow along while you listen to it. And you can do this, like I said, if you're out of the house, not at your computer. Most of the time I just listen to the audio.
僕はいい子じゃないから帰らなくてもいいんだ
そんなこと言っちゃダメよ。瑛太くんのパパとママが心配するでしょ。お家まで美咲と送っていくから。
じゃない
どんなアナウンスでしょうか
You'll get used. 瑛太くん、5時だからそろそろお家に帰らなきゃ。
僕はいい子じゃないから帰らなくてもいいんだ
そんなこと言っちゃダメよ。
ジェシーさんは事故に遭ったことはありますか
幸いなことに fortunately 会ったことないですね I haven't actually
そうですか
はいともゆきさんはどうですか How about you ともゆき
僕も事故に遭ったことはありません
あないです Accident
And then this is the review track at the end.
事故に遭わないように気をつけて帰ります
So these are really nice to listen to in the middle of the night, you know, while you're falling asleep. Something just to listen to. This is the end of the beginner course. The absolute beginner and the very beginning season is a little bit easier. There's a lot more English in it, so it's a lot easier to follow along, especially when you don't have, the visual of the readings right in front of you. But I really like all of their lessons.
会社にかけよ
Let me try your office
101テレビです
Dialogue.
お、かける is to make a phone call.
Naomi sensei
はい。
You can also say 電話をする right?
Meaning to call?
Yeah
そうですね。Both 電話をかける and 電話を is the message that needs to be passed.
So these are really nice lessons, like I said, to listen to while you're sleeping, while you're driving, just when you don't have anything, when you can't really like look at the screen. These are really good lessons. And then we have their video lessons. There's quite a few on here. They're always adding things pretty much. You get something new. I don't even know, honestly. I usually check up on it every month to see what new stuff they've added. Let's see. I think the kanji time might be one of my most favorite, but there's like kids songs and things like that. These you can watch on YouTube, actually, I think for free. I don't know if you can watch all of them, but most of them.
Hi everyone, welcome to Kanji Time. Today we are going to review 5 kanji from 100. blossom. On reading. Kafun,
As you
meaning
can see,
pollen.
they have the subtitles as well.
Kun reading. Hana, as in hanabi, meaning fireworks. Baby, you're fireworks. Fun. Below. Down. On reading.
I really like Nisa's lessons. She's pretty fun to watch. I think those are videos, are they not? No, these aren't. Oh, these are it. Okay, so these are the absolute beginner ones, so they are extremely easy. We'll just pick weather. So you can look at the book. They have audio as well. But I really like these books that they've started adding in here. So you can download these books to your computer, so it's really nice. So this one obviously is very easy. This is absolute beginner, so it's just going to give you vocabulary if it'll load. Let's do a different one because these absolute beginner ones are a little easy. Let's find a... Okay, so this is a good one here. So I remember I just read this one not too long ago. The planets one, these are pretty easy as well. It's I wonder if I can look at page by page. I think that's the audio. Okay. So this is kind of what they give you. It's easier to see on the computer. You'll be able to see all of the Furigana on the computer. But these are the books that they offer, and you'll only get to see one page at a time. So these are really, really nice. It's a really nice addition to their lessons. This is actually kind of more of a new thing. It's only been around for maybe a few months. So I really, really like these lessons here with the books. So I always try to, get a hold of them right away and look them over. They're fun to translate and things like that. So. Hopefully I'm not missing anything, but I think I went over everything. They also have quizzes. I don't think it'll show me in here. I don't think it does. So you can't really see the quizzes. There's also a lot of tests and stuff you can do. I don't think it's in here, but that's also something that's pretty cool, especially for the JLPT. They have a lot of that kind of stuff. So there is a little bit more, I believe, you can do on the podcast that I'm just not thinking of right now, and that doesn't show up on the app itself. Let's see, what else do I have? I could show you the Kami app. So hey everyone, hopefully this case isn't blocking the speaker too much, I'm not sure. So hey everyone, so this is reverse. This is on my phone, I'm recording with my iPod. This is for the Kami app that I was talking about, the one with the smart binder. It is a little hard to get a good image, but these are the ones I had recorded back in July, it looks like. So this is the first one. And then let's see if you can see it. So this is the scan that took. So as you can see, it doesn't center too well. Let's see. And then look all of them. And here's a vocabulary builder. This was a little bit better. You can see it. That was the scan. So this is how you would save your notes. So I was messing around with it. It is a little hard to do and it's not very clear. So I did stop trying after the the first few attempts. So this was obviously one of my pages that got damaged, so it's a little bit of water damage. But you have to line up these 4 squares, and then up here at the top is how you would file them. It's really hard to see. It's that square right there. You fill in the boxes on how you would like to file these scans that you're doing. So that is what it looks like. Oops. So I just have the 3. What you would use. It's this campus notebook here. So it doesn't scan too well. but you would use this side, and then there's one in the back as well, and then it has a little bit of information on how to use it here. You have to go to the website to download the app, or I think they have a code here. I don't want it to send me to that website, so there's a QR code as well. So this just kind of goes over how to use it. That's just the binder, so this is for the app. You would put it in between that folder, and you would take a picture, and then this is the filing system that I was showing you at the top. So, but that is how you do it. So you put it inside here, and then you would scan it with the app. And then you would save, you'd have an electronic copy of your notes as well, instead of just the written copy. And there's a folder in the back too, I guess. So, those are the notes I was working on in July. So it's just the notes. But that's what that notebook is. It's a pretty cool idea. I think I've seen other companies do something similar, but it just doesn't scan very well. I think it's better, honestly, just to get a scanner. Just get one of those really small scanners and just scan it into your computer. It's a lot easier to make a digital copy of your written notes. But I mean, it's a cool idea. It's just not very clear when you scan them in, and it takes a few tries, so that gets a little annoying. And that is the Campus Smart Binder with the Kami app. For my kanji book, I use the Kanken graded level. That's how I study kanji. I study it like they do in school. This is considered the 6th grade level elementary school. For kanji, it's the 5th level Kanken, but the 5th level of the Kanken is the same kanji as the 6th grade level elementary school kanji. So that's kind of confusing. They order the kanji by pronunciation, pretty much. They use the onyomi reading to put the kanji in order. So you'll start out with a, I, U, E, O, obviously. So that's the first kanji. And it's just number 1. A lot of kanji are organized by the system, so I can look up the kanji real easily that way. So, I mean, the numbers really don't mean anything. There's 181 kanji taught in the 6th grade level elementary. So the children, you know, the in schools, this is what they teach, and this is how many they learn in 1 year during their 6th grade year. The next level is number 4, and that will be in middle school kanji. So 4 and 3 are middle school, and then you get into the high school ones. So there's a lot in the 4th level. I think there's like 300 something. So 4th and 3rd level Kanken will definitely be all of your like middle school kanji. A little bit less known, but still really common kanji. They start like, you know, all of the elementary kanji. This is the reason why I started doing the Kanken levels, because I didn't want to do the JLPT because first off, they teach it kind of at a weird, think about it this way. When you're studying kanji, especially someone like me who has no experience with kanji at all, I wanted to start where, like, the 1st grade, like, I wanted to start easy. I wanted to learn all of the kanji that are extremely common and extremely easy to write. I had no experience at all writing kanji, and then the stroke orders, the radicals and things like that, I have like, it was completely alien to me. So starting with the Kanken level, or the 1st grade level, which is level 10 of the Kanken, is pretty much the basic, very, very beginning level. I was able to work my way up. So starting with the 10th level was the best route for me to go. Rather than the JLPT level 5, the N5 level, you get some really hard to write kanji right away. And yeah, that's why I chose, sorry, 1 second. I don't know if you guys have seen that before. That's my sensor. Oh, that's why I can't get my words out, right? You can't even see it. This reverse camera sucks. So, I need to get something to eat. Can't get my words out. That's why. Well, anyway, I will talk to you guys later.
Thank you.